Hey all my crafty friends, welcome to another episode with me, Marquita of Marquita Makes, and I am so excited to share with you some yarny goodness from Lady Dye Yarns. If you are new to my channel, hey, I'm Marquita. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back for another visit, another chat with me, mainly about crochet, whatever else I'm dibbling and dabbling into, but mainly crochet and yarn. So thank you so much. If you would like to find me elsewhere on the internet, I also have a blog on my WordPress as well as my Instagram, which I use to stay connected with my friends. It's the fastest way to connect with me, but of course I also have an email, and all of that is listed in the description below. I think that's about it. Yeah. That's about it. All that's listed in the description below. Oh, as well as my Etsy account, which my Etsy account's a little dry right now, and along with Mercari, because I will resell yarns and other items on my Mercari account. Yeah, I believe that's it. So let's get into the goodies of the day. I'm so excited to share with you. Oh, it's been a long time coming, and I'll explain in a minute. So excited to share with you my Fifth Element Yarn Club from Lady Dye Yarns. I say it's been a long time coming because if you are new, you may not know this, but I love Lady Dye Yarns. It is an indie dye yarn company that typically curates boxes, mainly for knitters, which is fine, but boxes that include yarn and notions, a lot of time parts of pop culture. Love that idea so much, and I'm always supporting investing in Lady Dye Yarn because not only are the pop culture kits and clubs fun, but the colors she uses to dye are gorgeous. And they're luxury yarns, from Surrey alpaca to supermarsh wash merino to some with cashmere blend. I'm hoping to see llama and camel in the future. I'm just saying, I'm going to put it out there. It's what I'm hoping to see. But they're luxury. They're always nice, squishy, smooth, soft, fun to work with yarns. I've kind of been hoarding them a little bit. But anyways, this is the most recent club, and it is the Fifth Element Club. So excited. I did share with my Instagram followers very recently all the contents of it. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you get to see it here for the first time, but if you're following me on Instagram, you've already seen it. Of course, I did mention that I have a blog, so I'll have more expressions of what I think about the items in the blog, but I try not to take up too much of your time in my videos and get to the good stuff. So this is the gorgeous, gorgeous colorway. The name is Plava Laguna, which is named after the diva of the Fifth Element. If you're not familiar with the movie The Fifth Element, the diva has an iconic scene. She is an opera singer of sorts, but she sings also in a techno kind of trip hop type of sound. It's great. So the diva starts off the scene where she's singing this traditional opera, and then the beat drops and it is on. And that whole scene is mixed in with action from the movie, and the main characters are Bruce Willis, Mina, not really sure how to pronounce her last name, and Zorg. And it's crazy. I can't think of Zorg's name because he's always Zorg. And then Chris Tucker, who is Ruby Rod, my favorite character in the movie, with some of the best lines. I still say them myself, and me and my sister joke about it all the time. But anyways, it's one of those save the earth type of movies. Lilu, who is Mila that I mentioned, is the Fifth Element, so she's needed to save the earth. Very sci-fi, very funny, very fun, but it is definitely a classic. Now, if you're particular about what you watch as far as content, I've never seen the movie unedited. I'm a 90s kid, 37-year-old, so I've always seen the movie when it appeared on TV, so it was always edited. So I'm not saying go out and buy the movie. I don't know, because I don't know what's all in the original version. All I know is that the edited version is hilarious, and I'm very comfortable watching it. So that's my spill on that movie review. But back again to the Blue Diva. This colorway is named after her. Gorgeous, as you can see here. Even though I'm not a huge fan of blue, I love, love, love this fantasy take on the color blue, which has all the blues that I like. the baby blues, the aquas, cornflower, and turquoise, and that little hint, that little subtle hint of purple. It's just, it's so pretty. And it's a single ply, which I love. 400 yards. Love, love, love. And it is machine washable because it is super wash merino. Yes, the color that appears here. Yes, it's the color that I'm holding in my hand. Yes, that is hard for me to get on film sometimes. But oh, is it coming through this time, you guys. I love this yarn. And as far as how squishy it is on my squish meter, I mean, it's a single ply and it's fingering, so it's not like a fluffy, fluffy squish. You do hear it when you squish it. So to me, that's a telltale sign that it's not cashmere softness, but it's definitely super wash merino softness. And it is 100%, so it is really smooth, but it's that single ply that makes it not really have that bounce and that pop back that I'm used to with other like weightier superwash merinos. But it is smooth. It's gonna make, I see this as being a gorgeous shawl. A gorgeous shawl. It's very, very pretty. I love it. Then again, I might change my mind. I've been hoarding my Lady Dye yarns. But we'll get into the rest of this kit and stop talking about this one. But it's so, so pretty. It's gorgeous. See, look at that. It's so nice with my skin tone too. And my cloud hair. I have cloud hair today. I didn't put in any gels, nothing to slick it back. It's just me today. So the next thing that goes along with the yarn is this beautiful project button from Knotty of Crochet Luna, and as featured in the Fifth Element, and the theme throughout are earth, wind, fire, and water. And so these tattoos are a display of that as well as on the stitch markers by DK Graham. And the tattoo, the art for the tattoo, the bag, and the sticker. And I will be putting this on my laptop. Oh, I love this so much. She did a great job capturing the characters. Her name is May Sternberg. You can find her on Instagram as May Sonder. So she designed all the designs that you see here. And also, I would like to say, you will find more in the show notes below that lead you to the blog that talk even more about the kit. I've been trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter, so it's not to take too much of your time. And if you want to know more about what I think about the kit, check it out on the blog. And so I thought this was so nifty, but Lady Dye Yarn included a bracelet for a charm bracelet so that you can put your stitch markers on them. I thought that was so neat. Put your stitch markers on there and wear them on your wrist as a charms stitch marker. And also they included tea from Beantown Tea, which has become one of my most favorite tea companies. They might be my most favorite tea company, and I never would have discovered it if it wasn't for Lady Dye Yarn. But this particular flavor is apple strawberry, and it is a herbal tea, and I love that they always have on here how to brew it. Because if your tea is brewed, your water is too hot when adding it to tea, it can burn it. If it's not hot enough, you don't get all the flavor. And then it tells you how long to steep it, because sometimes over steeping it, you can taste those tannins, and it's just not a good experience. But I like the ingredients in this one too. It has rose hip and hibiscus, and I know rose hip is good for your lady bits. So rose hips, hibiscus, apple pieces, a natural strawberry flavor, strawberries, and raspberry leaf. And raspberry leaves are also great for your lady bits. So this is a very healthy, yummy tea. I bet it don't need any sugar either. And it is a loose leaf tea. I love loose leaf teas because you can steep them like 3 times and still have great flavor. And also, I thought this was nifty. I'm going to set this down. So this keychain, she noticed, has a design with the Fifth Element for the club, actually. Earth, wind, fire, water, and the Fifth Element is yarn. So for us yarnivores, it's yarn. That's our Fifth Element. And look at this. It's a tape measure. I thought that was so nifty. And also, the multipass. I have my multipass, like Lilu did in the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, because I don't want to give too much away, but this is another iconic scene when she shows her multipass. She's ready to board and go to Slaughton Paradise. So anyways, I love this mainly because I'm a big fan of Lady Sheep. I love this little sheep. I'm not sure who the artist is that did it, but this particular keychain is going on my keychain. I love this so, so much. This is a nice, very nice way to commemorate. I was so glad when Diane announced that she would figure out a way to include the multi-pass in this club. So happy about it. Now, you do have options. This club, last time I looked, I think there were 24 left and she started off with 150. There were 24 left. You might be able to still get your hands on the club, but if you wanted a particular item minus the yarn, so this is showing up so well, y'all. This is so pretty and so perfect for spring coming up too. But if you wanted, just say you wanted a button, or you wanted stitch markers, or you wanted the bracelet, or you wanted, you know, a la carte, you actually have that option to purchase those notions, but not the yarn. So the yarn is what made the kit exclusive, at least as of now, that to my knowledge it is. So excited when that arrived. I know my kids rolled their eyes at me so many times, but I love it. They love the movie too. They're running around here singing the Blue Diva song all the time, asking me to play it and pull it up, you know, on YouTube, or watching it over and over because of course I've recorded it on TV. It's just great. Oh, I love the movie. So it's one of those save the days, has a happy ending. Don't want to tell it too much if you haven't seen it, but if you have, you know, you know how good it is and how funny it is. So that's all I want to share with you today from the kit. I really enjoyed the kit. The coffee by Key. Did I mention that I got coffee by Key? I think that's the last thing I forgot to mention. This is coffee by Key. This is a delicious, a very delicious coffee that you steep like a tea. Very similar to Ticino, except this is actual coffee. So it does have the caffeine, and I am caffeine sensitive, but this particular coffee is not very... Oh, it's potent in caffeine, all right, because it can actually give me a headache. That's just how my body does, sensitive to caffeine, give me the jitters really easily. But it tastes so good. So me, if you're sensitive to caffeine like me, you would brew a cup and only drink half of it or water it down. But it's really good. I would water it down or dilute it with almond milk and cream. I mean, it doesn't need the extra cream, but I just love cream. But I would dilute it instead of with water, watering it down, diluting it with milk instead, you know, to cut out the consumption of the caffeine if the caffeine bothers me. But it's delicious. I love coffees that aren't very bitter. I need something to drink, y'all. I love coffees that aren't bitter. So that's how come I've always been really partial to Javalia coffee. But that's really good. My eldest daughter, Genesis, is always trying to steal it from me. You know, I have been really thirsty lately. You know, people don't talk about, what is it? Because you can get dehydrated in the winter, but I do. And so I have been drinking Eternal Water. I'm not sponsored, but I do have a referral code that I want to share with you guys. I have it in the description below. But you can find Eternal Water. I find it at Publix a lot, but I like this so much. I actually subscribe to it, and it's a really good discount if you subscribe. But anyways, I subscribe to it, and that's where I think you get $5 off with this referral if you use my link in the description below. But it comes to my house every month. I love it, love it, love it. Only subscription I have, besides my daughter's Kiwi box. It's the only subscription I have. And I had a different one that was like a chocolate one, but in the summer it melted so bad. But I just decided to, you know, to end that. But so this is the only subscription box I have, and I love it. And I do get I get 3 5-liter boxes, and they almost last me to the end of the month. It's an alkaline water that I needed so much for my inflammation, and seems to be the only thing that really hydrates me. So, not sponsored, but I love it, so I gotta share. Anyways, that's all for my subscription. Excuse me, that's all for my club from the Fifth Element, and I love everything in my club. But I also got one more thing that came that I'd been waiting on a while for Lady Di Yarns, and it is a colorway from the Bridgerton collection. It's called Mother's Love. And it's not quite that ballerina pink, but it's pretty much the color that you're seeing here. It's a little bit darker of a pink, but I got it. I did get it when it was on sale, but I got it to pair with, because I couldn't figure out what to use this with, to pair with what the mohair, that ballerina pink mohair that I received previously. Oh, you can't see it? Let me just see if I can change the color. That I received previously from Lady Di Yarns. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, you can barely see it. It's not really coming through. So anyways, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to double strand it, hold it together so I can get one of those nice fluffy beanies. And I'm not sure when I want to work on it, but it's so pretty. Now, the squish-o-meter, the sound, let's see. You can hear it, but I think that also has a lot to do with how it's plied. Now, holding it to my ear, I can hear the squish, but without it to my ear, oh, this feels so good in my hands. Oh my goodness. You can't really hear it. It is so soft. It's soft and it's bouncy. I love it. I love this yarn, but this is a DK, and it's 231 yards. Mother's Love from the Bridgerton collection from Lady Di Yarns. Love it. And also with that was included some more Coffee by Key, as well as some more stitch markers from DK Graham that you saw previously. I'm not really sure the movie or show this is from, but here are the stitch markers. And a club that I missed out on because I found out too late about Lady Di Yarns is this one's from the Hidden Figures. It says U.S. postage, so it's a stamp by Claudia of Crochet Luna, and it says Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, 4C 1961, and Mary Jackson, and it's a very nice enamel pen made by Claudia. They also included this really nice notebook. I need that so much for taking designs. A honey stick, some peppermints, stitch markers, always losing these, yarn needles, some buttons I thought were really neat, and then we also have some stickers for your laptop, or even a cup. I can see my daughter still in this one, especially this one. I put on one of her travel mugs. But anyways, all of that is from Lady Di Yarns that I received recently. Very, very excited about it. Now, I do want to share with you how I've been coming along. I dropped the camera, sorry y'all. I do want to share with you how I've been coming along with my sweater that I'm making with We Crochet, aka Knit Picks Snuggle Puff. It's a 70% Pima cotton. I love Pima cotton. Oh, this colorway is Puff Link, but it's 70% Pima cotton, 30% nylon. Yes, you can feel the nylon. Yes, you can overheat the nylon, so I'm not going to be able to wear this with the undershirt, which I didn't plan on anyways, but it's 142 yards, 50 grams, and I said this is called Puff Link. But yes, this particular colorway, it does have the color number ZW57. So I wanted to put that out here. But right here on this part, it does say Puffling. And I think on the website it might say Puffling. But anyways, it's coming along so nicely. So what I've done so far is I got my front and back panel done. Oh, so this is actually my front. I made my back panel a little bit longer than my front to cover my tushy. And I have gotten all the way to the sleeve. And I didn't make my sleeves as big as I wanted them because I'm running out of yarn and I'm trying not to buy any more. But all that I did for this particular project, if you are new to my channel, is I worked I worked half double and double crochets back and forth in the back loop until I got the length that I wanted. And when I measured the width that I wanted, I just started from one corner of my shoulder to the other corner. That's all. And I just matched the back up with it, did the same thing. So I forget how many. For some reason, I can't remember how many stitches that are, but I'm a large. And it doesn't matter because you can do it according to the width that you need. And with the sleeve, I started, I attached the yarn here, worked one double crochet row around, attaching, starting the sleeve for the attachment. I have not sewn down the side of it yet. But on the sleeve, I changed the pattern just a little bit. I would do 2 double crochets and then 3 to where I have the half double, and then I worked 4 double crochets, and then I worked double crochet, half double, you know, like that. I kind of got burnt out on the working in the back loop. So, because I worked in the back loop a lot. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side and sew up the sides. And so here, before I began the sleeve, I turned this inside out and slip stitch across the 2 panels to join them. That's all I did. Turned it back inside out and started on those sleeves. That's it. So that's where I am with my sweater, my pullover. Very excited about it. The only part that's sad is that I lost my clover hook, because this has been, I've been traveling with this pullover in the car and I can't find it. So I really wanted to make a point to share with y'all that I've been using my Furls, which I normally wouldn't use for garments, because typically, like my older Furls, I bought this one not too long ago toward the end of last year to replace one. I think I gave one away and used this one to replace it. No, I think I didn't like the color of one, and so I resell them on Mercari and then I'll buy another hook. But anyways, I wanted this particular one, and I noticed that the hook, the neck, is more of an inline for a longer period of time on this one, and it used to start like come out a little bit wider, and so my gauge and my tension would be off because of it. But they've made it the same. I don't know if this just been me, but that's what it seems like for me, that the neck, the width of the neck would change too soon for me. Oh, it would get wider too soon for me when I would crochet. And so there were certain projects, particularly garments, that I didn't use my Furls crochet hook to work on as often. I'll put it like that. But I have not had this issue, so you can't even tell that I switched hooks. And I used to be able to tell that I switched hooks, especially I would usually have to go down a size with my Furls working with garments also, so it'd be a little tighter because it makes it kind of looser for whatever reason. But anyways, I haven't had that issue. I'm so happy, so I want to share that with you guys. I'm really liking the way that the neck is, the mold on the neck is now with the Furls crochet hooks. So that's where I am with that, and that's all that I wanted to share with you from my purchases, what I've made this episode. Now, I noticed that I am so close, so very close to 500 subscribers. And that has actually been one of my goals, because when I host giveaways, I really want my giveaways to be for my subscribers only. And I found out fairly recently that if I have 500 subscribers, I get a community tab. And if I get a community tab, I don't have to post a separate video that's a private video for my YouTube subscribers. I can just post it in the community section. So we are 2 subscribers away from having that privilege in our community, and I am so excited. So excited. And thank you so much for sharing my videos. Thank you so much for commenting on my videos. Just thank you. I have enjoyed you guys so much. Now,
Hey, it's Genesis here, interrupting this podcast to announce a giveaway. In this giveaway, you can win this yarn, Lady Di Yarn's Whistle Down Watchful Eye.
it's a Syria alpaca.
You could
400 yards.
you could also win this bamboo pop yarn. It is 50% cotton, 50% bamboo, 3.5 ounces, and 292 yards. It's a beautiful cream color.
2 of them. There are 2 of them.
Oh yeah, there's 2. There's 2 of these.
Yes.
That you could win. No.
What did I say? So be sure to subscribe.
Be sure to subscribe, and
18 years or older.
18 years or older, and a U.S. resident.
And international also.
And international.
Just say thank you. I hope you say
Thank you. I hope you win.
this first. So whoever gets this, I'm so jealous, and you have to share. You have to share with me. Whether you send it in an email or you tag me in an Instagram, I have to see what you make with this, because I can't work with it, but it is so gorgeous. Okay. I thought, do y'all see this? I thought this would be so beautiful for like a spring shawl or wrap. But you're gonna get 2 bamboo pops with this gorgeous Suri alpaca yarn, and I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. It's so pretty. Yes, those are greens and creams and pinks, and it feels like a cloud. I'm so jealous. And you can pair it with this beautiful half and half cotton and bamboo. So you should not overheat in it, but it should keep you fairly warm, you know, with the little bit of alpaca that's in it. But oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. So anyways, so in order to enter this giveaway, you must be a subscriber. You must be 18 years or older. This giveaway is not sponsored by YouTube or Lady Di Yarns, any other company. Everything was purchased with my own money. Yes, it is open to international subscribers that are 18 years or older. I do want to ship you your prize, but you must contact with me with the rules and regulations of your country, because they're changing so much because of COVID. It's such a fluid situation, and I want to make sure that if you win, you can get it. So if you're international, let me know that you are an international subscriber in the comments when you comment. But what I want you to comment about is 1 or 2 things. So if you're a subscriber, 18 years or older, international U.S. resident, please leave in the comments below if you have seen The Fifth Element. What was your favorite scene or your favorite character? And if you have not seen The Fifth Element, tell me what is your favorite fiber? So is it alpaca? Is it cotton? Is it merino? Is it wool? Is it superwash wool? Tell me, what is your favorite fiber to work with? I would like to know. So that is all that I have to share with you today. Once again, thank you, a big thank you, a big hugs for all of your support of the channel and growing our community. It has been great. It has been wonderful. I have enjoyed you guys so much. I hope that you're happy with the giveaway prizes. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I was also going to include probably some tea, but I didn't bring it up with me. But I really like stitch markers from Monarchy thread, and so I wanted to include these two yummy lollipop and sweet treat stitch markers as well, and they will be in this packaging. They will be in this packaging when you receive it as well. So anyways, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for helping our community to grow. And I'm hoping to have more yummies and goodies to share with you in the near future. But until then, I want to say thank you. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.